a scandal that just won't go away. Some lawmakers and survivors of Jeffrey Epstein's sex abuse say too many secrets are still being kept, and they're now demanding President Donald Trump and Congress finally shine a light on the truth. WENY Washington correspondent Brendan Scanlon is live on Capitol Hill this evening, where several survivors and family members spoke out publicly earlier today. Brendan.
Hey there, Renata. Good evening. Yeah, many of the stories today were gut-wrenching. The emotion was palpable, and the political firestorm now intensifying over a scandal that has captivated the nation and all sides of the political spectrum.
My name is Anushka DeGiorgio, and I stand before you today as a survivor of both Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell.
My name is Jess Michaels, and I'm a 1991 Jeffrey Epstein survivor.
Wednesday on Capitol Hill, survivors of Jeffrey Epstein's abuse are demanding action.
This is not a partisan issue. This is a crime. The crime of sex trafficking, and the criminals must be held accountable.
Consequences are not about punishment alone. They exist to deter future harm, to protect vulnerable, and to set a standard of justice.
Their plea coming just hours after the House Oversight Committee dumped more than 30,000 pages of Epstein documents. But critics, including a handful of Republicans, say it's a smokescreen.
If you've looked at the pages they've released so far, they're heavily redacted. Some pages are entirely redacted. And 97% of this is already in the public domain.
Republicans, including Thomas Massey and Marjorie Taylor Greene, are teaming up with Democrats.
I've never done a press conference with Marjorie Taylor Greene before.
Urging their colleagues to support a procedural tool known as a discharge petition to bypass House leadership and force a floor vote on a bill that requires the Justice Department to publicly release all Epstein files.
The fact that this has been so politicized in the last 6 weeks is asinine. No one in this Congress is trying to cover up the Epstein files.
Oversight Committee member Congressman Nick Langworthy insists more is coming.
We're going to facilitate through the Oversight Committee an opportunity for the American people to have the facts for them to make their own decisions. And then if there's additional prosecutions that are necessary, that'll happen too.
And Renata, later this afternoon, the House did approve a more symbolic measure that essentially authorizes the Oversight Committee to continue with its probe into Jeffrey Epstein. House Speaker Mike Johnson saying today that the bill, again, authorizes the committee's release of all unclassified committee records received from the Attorney General, the Secretary of the Treasury, and the Epstein estate. However, Democrats and those 4 Republicans we were just talking about say that that sort of symbolic legislation does not go far enough. They're pushing strongly for that discharge petition, which they say would deliver full transparency. That discharge petition, when we last checked this afternoon, had 202 signatures from House Democrats and, of course, those 4 signatures from Republicans. In order for that discharge petition to be successful, it would need an additional 2 Republican signatures as well as all remaining House Democratic signatures as well. Reporting live on Capitol Hill for WENY News, I'm Brendan Scanlon. Renata, back to you.